What is going on, guys? This is your boy Random Things Review here, live at Charlotte International Airport. Full name is Charlotte Douglas International Airport, and today we have a special edition kind of video. We're going to be doing a live review. So as you can see, I am live on site experiencing it as you are experiencing with me. Maybe sometimes when I travel, we'll do a live stream. We'll see how we can set this up in the future. As you can see, this is Charlotte International Airport, Charlotte Douglas International Airport. You can see the different contouring in the metals. This is the first thing I caught my eye. This is the main concourse. So you have concourses A, B, and C in that direction, and then concourses D and E in this direction. Everything seems to be pretty well labeled, and the airport, for being big, doesn't seem to be absurdly big. The gates are kind of well numbered. You kind of find everything where you need to be in a certain amount of space. So that's one thing to mention. I really like these light blue contouring here. Light blue, of course, the color of Charlotte, being with the Charlotte Hornets, the Carolina Panthers, and all of that located in this city. They really represent their city well with this neon kind of fashioning here. Not something necessarily had to do with this airport, but a good step nonetheless. Continuing on here, you'll see they have a plethora of shops, a lot of sit-down restaurants. I have noticed that this airport really loves its sit-down restaurants. You have the Kia Lear here. There's another NASCAR-themed steakhouse further down the road. You have some chains over there. And you also have a Red Lobster even in the facility on top of your other chains. So Charlotte really loves its sit-down amenities here. So that's one thing to note about the food. I've been here a few times. I never really had any issue about the food. Food is always really good. Never had an issue about not feeling well or sickness or stuff like that. So that's what has to be on that front. What I am trying to locate right here is that there was actually someone who can play the piano that you'll see when you arrive here. The piano man, as he's called, don't know if it's actually Billy Joel or is that Elton John. I might have gotten that reference incorrect. But the piano man is actually right there, or piano woman actually, and they're actually regularly playing songs for the crowd in the food court. I think that's a really cool step. It's actually an airport employee, not just a volunteer thing, so I think that's a pretty cool effect as well. Oh, I thought they were about to do something. I would give them a tip, but the YouTube channel isn't monetized yet, so once we get there, that's where he goes. Oh, he's going. See? Look, there he is. Now great, we have a little background for this review. Save some editing on my part. So yeah, I really like the architecture of this airport, and if we're going to go section by section, I'm going to give architecture and structure a 9.1 out of 10. Food selection is going to be at 8.6 because there is a lot of kind of standing around and seating restaurants, but there's not too much to-go restaurants. And I don't know about you, but when I go to an airport, I really don't want to sit down, if you will. I really don't want to be the person who goes and has a reservation and stuff. If I have a reservation, I'm certainly not going to an airport to fulfill that reservation, if you understand what I mean. So Charlotte's very heavy on that option. Don't know if I like it too well. TSA and security, I'm not going to videotape them because they're going to get me expelled from the United States. They do a really efficient job here. They have 5 gates from A to E, and each one of them is never really too crowded. And I've been here at peak times before, so respect to them and respect to that crowd for doing that in that fast of a fashion. So I will give TSA security check-through processes, I'll give it a 9.3 out of 10. Very crisp, very crisp pace here at Charlotte International Airport. Now, as you're walking, get the ambiance of the people, you get like where people are going, like what's the reasons they're doing stuff, or what's the locations they're going on. And I want to turn that into a personal ambiance rating, if you will. When people are traveling to different locations, you'll see that maybe they have different reasons of going, different areas of going. Now it's probably spring break for college students. There's a lot of college students going on spring break. But overall, I want to say the ambiance at Charlotte International Airport, I will give that an 8.7 out of 10, in my opinion. I think that's kind of crucial for the rating here. You see a lot of younger people, older people. What I will say is that it does seem like the layover process here is a bit rushed because you see a lot of people commonly running from flight to flight to flight as if they missed it. So perhaps the gate pairing here might not be that friendly towards other airlines. Now this is a massive hub for American Airlines. That is a ad-free drop I just put in there, so I hope they pay me one day. This is a big hub for American, so maybe if you go from American to a non-American flight, it might be a pretty tough transition for you. But you see that they also have these rocking chairs right here. Really a nice ambiance move in my eyes with these artificial trees as well. People could kind of relax, have some coffee, maybe shop at Brooks Brothers or a bunch of other stores here on the stretch before they go on their big trips. They can get fancied out with some nice bags, some nice suits, some nice makeup, anything you would really need here. I am kind of impressed at the store selection front. They really have everything you'd want here, from different kinds of makeups, jewelry, fashion, clothing, even like necessities, electronics, stuff like that. It's all pretty essential in the Charlotte scene, and they're all kind of nicely laid out here. So I would give the shopping scene at this airport, I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. Because I think it has everything you would need and everything you would want, even ideally. As you can see here, everything is kind of also really well labeled. So I know we talked about architecture and organization a little bit, but I would also talk about the labeling at this airport. I would call that an 8.6 out of 10 in my eyes. As you can see here, we're going to be proceeding towards gate D. As if you could guess why I'm in an airport, is because I am going towards a flight, so I decided to knock out one more review before going on a flight so I could get some content up to you guys, because I know it's been a little bit since I've been able to. But going towards Concourse D, excuse me. Really like how they have, oh, one more touch here. They do have a pet relief station, and they made a cute little fire hydrant out of it. So I think that's a pretty cool touch. Make your pets feel at home while you're out and away. On this course walk right here, really nicely placed. You can go all the way down to the other concourses, and you have a Jack Daniel's sponsorship over here, all along here. Jack Daniel's, I guess, takes pride in the Carolinas. I didn't even know they were from the Carolinas. I thought they were from Tennessee. Concourse D, you can see, has a really cool compass setup, as do all the other concourses, and the seating here is pretty nice, pretty relaxed. Of course, this does seem to be inter-flight. This is the American Airlines hub, and when there are flights and they are getting shuffled around, it can get pretty crowded pretty quickly. So it's all subject to say. These chairs going all the way to the seating portion of this review, pretty good in terms of the way they give in. There's not too much stiffness here. I wouldn't have trouble sitting in the seat for a long while, but I think after a few hours it might get a little cumbersome for even the most experienced traveler. However, in terms of the accessibility rating, there aren't too many outlets around here. Now, power outlets are something you would really want in an airport, and frankly, they're kind of at a premium. They only have them in those spots over there right at the TV, and a few other random spots throughout, but people have to huddle around because power outlets are a very, very scarce resource here. So if you want to come to Charlotte International Airport and watch a movie on your laptop, you will definitely need to have a portable power charger if you don't want to be sitting at a power outlet for the duration of your movie or entertainment source. Over here you can see some more sunglasses if you want to pick it up. A really nice voice on the intercom, very good voices there. And yeah, that's pretty much the intersection of it. So I'm gonna review these ratings. I'm gonna crunch the numbers, and I just crunched the numbers right now because it's a live review, and I would give the Charlotte Douglas Airport an 8.9 out of 10. I think it suffices all the needs you need for an airport. Nothing that it really excels in my eyes, but does a really good job in everything. And you know, just as it would be in school, if you do a really good job in everything and you don't really excel in one thing, that'll net you a B+, which is what the rating is here. A nice B+ review for the Charlotte Douglas International Airport. So, as we continue walking over here, and you can digest that controversial final rating, if you have any issues with that rating, if you would want to rate it yourself, you could let me know in the comments below. What do you think about it? What is the best airport that you've ever traveled at? What is a travel location that I have to see when I'm on an airport? Airline recommendations. I really love the travel side of this. I think travel could be something that I could really talk about and really get into for a while. As you can see, this kind of foyer open up right here. Even though we're post-review here, I did want to show you, they did have a plane there, which I think is cool. You know I'm a sucker for planes, although that plane doesn't have any wings. Actually, it does. It's an optical illusion. It does have a wing. I bet there's a relevance of that plane, which maybe I'll go read about now. But that concludes my review of the Charlotte Douglas International Airport. I hope you enjoyed watching this along with me. I will have more airport reviews in the future, as I will be traveling for my own personal reasons. So that is all I have for now. I am signing off. This is Random Things Review saying have a great night, and we will see you on the next review live from Charlotte Douglas International Airport. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.